Hello, I'm Matt Guff from House.com, and these are my top 3 powder boards from Lib Tech of the 2020 season. They're in random order. They need to have a lot of surface area for good float, and they tend to be a little bit more wide than your average board. And another really great thing about these POW decks is that they feature cinder bases, so you know you'll never get stuck in those really flat spots. Starting out with this one, this is a collab. This is the Lost Roundnose Fish board. A free ride directional deck with a 2-inch setback stance, a very slight taper in the tail, a little bit of a swallowtail pass up kick, and an XC2 profile shape. So there's a little bit of rocker between the feet. As you see, it teeter-totters. It really helps it to stay afloat, but there's a gradual long sweeping nose and a much shorter kicked up style tail. But even when you're on, hard pack, you can still rip this thing because it does feature camber underneath each foot to the contact points that provide a little bit more stability than what you'll find in just a true rocker style board. But out of 3 boards, this one is probably the most versatile powder board. So you can still ride it on groomed trails, of course. But this one is going to be just a little bit more well-rounded for kind of like everyday style use. The next one, a really fun board, designed by, of course, Matt Cummins. This is the Lib Tech MC Wayfinder. It has a very small side cut radius of 4.8 meters. Now, if I were to go back to the legendary bank slalom and ride a board, I would probably ride this one because the side cut is so tight. This is a free ride board. It has a directional style shaping overall. As you see, the nose is much longer than the tail, and a setback stance of 4 inches, which is huge. It features an EC2 profile shape, similar to what you find in the Lost Roundnose Fish, except for the camber is elongated and a little bit more mellow. There's still rocker between the feet. As you see, it teeter-totters, and then there is those camber sections. This is a fun board, but the thing that really stands out the most about it, of course, is that really small side cut radius of 4.8 meters. And then lastly is another fun one. This is actually a Jamie Lynn series board. It's called the Short Fat. Pretty simple name for a short fat board. It also has a small side cut radius, but not as small as what you'll find in the MC Wayfinder. This is a free ride directional board, part of their experimental division. It has the 3-inch setback stance, but surprisingly enough, it really doesn't have much of a taper compared to some of the other decks here. It's about 10 millimeters, which is actually fairly small. But the thing about this that really stands out, it has a 27.2 centimeter waist width. So this is the widest of the 3 boards. This is a really fun one. Again, really short. It only comes in one size. I believe this is only the 150. 147. But as you see, the upkick in the nose is really mellow, and the tail is really short. But this is actually a pretty aggressive short wide board because of the C3 profile. As you see, it has a camber dominant profile shape. It doesn't really arc up as much as some of the other C3 boards within the Lib Tech line, but this still floats in really great snow because of the huge surface area. It's actually 645 square inches of surface area, and that's one reason that it floats so well. Again, these are my top 3 powder boards from Lib Tech for the 2020 season. We have the Jamie Lynn Short Fat, the Lost Roundnose Fish collab, and then lastly, the MC Wayfinder. These are all great decks that you can find at thehouse.com by selecting the link below in the description. Leave me a comment or question. Let me know what you think of these decks. Lib has a lot of really great power boards. These are the ones that I really wanted to focus on. Let me know what you think. Subscribe to the channel there. Check out more vids there. And hopefully I'll see you guys on snow. Peace.